Hey, hi, this is Gordon Bloyer reporting. We're down here at Drina's Bar and Grill. A lady bought this place about a year ago now, and her name was Gail Kukulis, and she thought she was going to open up this great nightclub and restaurant. And, they were working on the inside of their restaurant. And one day this guy comes over from what is next door, which is the Duck Creek Golf Course. And he comes in there and he starts to tell her she owes him water bill. Now, what water bill? She says. Well, the water runs off of his meter through his property. Well, that wasn't disclosed in the sale. Uh-oh, something's wrong here. And then he also proceeds to tell her that she owes money on, when he has his septic tank cleaned twice a year, that she's going to have to pay half of that. Uh-oh, that wasn't disclosed in the sale. Sounds like we got a fraudulent sale here. And how did this all happen anyway? Well, it's kind of an interesting story. And the guy next door is apparently some kind of a bully, thinks he can get other people to pay his bills for him. He also confronts her and, he sticks his nose in her face and says, "Don't you know who I am?" Well, Mr. Nabhan, nobody knows who you are, but a lot of people know who I am, and you better find out. Anyway, he proceeds then to tell her, after those two statements, that she has to move this fence over here 30 feet because it's on his property. Well, that's kind of interesting, because if it's his property, it's his fence. He can move his fence himself. Of course, it's not on his property. He's just lying like he usually does. And the easy way to, he wants her to pay the water bill. Now, that's kind of interesting. He's got a golf course, and she's got this restaurant here. Now, you have to understand, he used to own all of this property. But the water bill, that's easy to prove. This place has been closed for a number of years, and he paid the water bill for all those years when this place wasn't operating. So all he has to do is show the water bills from those years and see how much it's gone up since the new place opened. Oh, he doesn't want to do that. Oh, yeah. Well, we got some other issues, too, that we're going to tell you about. Let's move now we're down here on the road that leads into Drina's Bar and Grill, and you see these potholes here? Now, again, this restaurant was closed for 4 years, and this guy here at the Duck Creek Golf Course has trucks delivering, and he uses the road that's not even his, and he's created these potholes. These potholes weren't here from the current owner. They're from the use by the guy that owns the Duck Creek Country Golf Course. Now, the guy, so Gail wanted to be cooperative with this turkey and say, okay, I'll pay for half of your water if you, we got this road to fix, so why don't you pay for half of that? Oh, no, you pay for that. That's your road. Oh, well, interestingly enough, the property for Gail runs all the way over to this grass edge here. And, what I'm going to suggest, in my opinion, to Gail is to fence off this, and that's her property, and not allow him to drive through here at all. Now, he thinks he's got some kind of an agreement to drive through here, but that was with the previous owners, and it also was not disclosed in the sale. So he has no right to come on this road whatsoever. But she wanted to cooperate because on weekends she needs to use all the parking. And then he actually has the nerve to use her parking for his golf tournaments and stuff. And he doesn't pay for any of that. This guy is a real chauvinist bully. He thinks because she's a woman he can push her around. And I'll take this sign down here. Now, there's nothing wrong with that sign. It says Duck Creek Golf Course, it says Drina's Bar and Grill. But he comes over and says, I'm thinking about doing some changes to the sign. I'll give you half the bill. Hey, buddy, don't you do anything to that sign. You ain't giving anybody half the bill. You want to make some changes to the sign? You pay for it, because the sign is half on his property and half on hers. This guy is something, man. What an arrogant jerk. The only thing he needs to get paid for. I would suggest, Mr. Nabhan, you know what I would suggest? I suggest you pay for the repaving this road. I suggest you pay for the water bill, unless you want to call the water company and have a separate meter put on, and that would be a good idea that you could do, and you could pay for that. And I would suggest, by the way, you were paying for having the septic tank taken out twice a year, and that was with this place closed, so obviously she didn't add anything to that, hasn't made the number of times you have to have them come out and clean the septic tank. You pay for your septic tank cleaning, Mr. Nabhan. You know, your bullying days are over. You're screwing with the wrong people here, buddy. Anyway, folks, this is Gordon Boyer reporting for Portage, and we're reporting on Nab's Lounge and Duck Creek Golf Course. We're going to be looking more into Mr. Nabhan and see what other things we can come up with, because anybody who's a bully like this and tries to get people to pay his bills obviously has some things to hide.